Recording. Hey, what's up? It's Keith Kelfis. I want to talk about productivity and efficiency versus sanity. I read all these books about increase your productivity, be more efficient, lower your costs, raise your prices, and you keep walking that tightrope thinner and thinner and thinner, squeezing out more and more and more productivity and getting your times down more and more and being more and more efficient to the point, so you can make more money and lower your costs. Well, I got so obsessed with that over the past 2 years that we got really efficient, and I became obsessed with work. So, you got to be out the door at a certain time, and you got to be so efficient and work so hard and work your ass off and run so hard for the most amount of productivity. I can go on and on about this. I got so good at this, I didn't realize I was losing my sanity because it was really just sucking the damn lifeblood out of my passion for landscaping and my passion for my business. All I gave a fuck about was the money. It was no longer fun to me, no longer play. It was all about how much money can I make, how more efficient can I be. And, there could be a fun part in being efficient. That's always fun, finding neat ways to do things. But it became an obsession. And I noticed that, let's just say you can make $500 a week if you work at a normal pace where you bust your ass every day. If you're lazy, you make $400 a week. If you work your ass off, you can make $600, and if you work your guts out, you can make $700. These are just example numbers. But so if you're working your guts out and you're running from job to job to job to job to make $700, what's happening is on the back end you're burning the candle at both ends, and you're burning yourself out. You're burning out every area of your life. So I'm really beginning to learn that money isn't everything. It's not everything. Your sanity in having a passion for what you do. I told this to a very successful friend of mine, Scotty, and he's like, dude, when I had my construction company, I burned myself out so bad. He actually ended up, getting sick and had to take a month off just to recuperate because he worked his guts out with no sleep, 16-hour days. So think about that. If you run your guts out, I know I'm the same guy saying work 7 days a week nonstop. I'm changing that a little bit because I did burn myself out to the point where I was mentally and emotionally and even spiritually sick. And I'm actually recuperating from that right now. I mean, I'm talking I worked myself basically to my grave. So go to work, make money, and be happy, because if you burn yourself out to the point where you have a breakdown and you got to take a couple weeks off work and now you're losing clients and customers and everything's falling apart and you're laying in bed spinning because you can't even take it anymore, then you're losing all that money that you would have made. You're losing more money. So there is a balance and there is a fine line. And another thing is, it's easy for someone to say all this stuff when they have an established business. It is easier for me to say this because my business is established now and I have customers. The phone's ringing, I know I have work. So in the beginning, you do got to run your guts out and you got to run yourself into the ground nonstop and just like a soldier to get it off the ground. But there's only so long that you can do that. So once you get it off the ground, you get the plane off the ground, just like a shuttle. A rocket uses 90% of its fuel just getting into the stratosphere. A plane uses so much fuel, full speed, to get off the runway. But once you get up there and you're starting to coast a little, let off the gas a little, and just get back to enjoying what you're doing, because, you will crash that plane. So, I hope you got some out of that. Keith Kelfis, that's the tip for today. Out.